Alright guys, welcome to another video. In this video we're going to be going over this full breakdown on how you can find your own market, niche, product, offer and everything all through AI. So what I'm going to be going over is how we're going to be doing it with ChatGPT, and I'm going to be going first of all into the market, into the niches, and into how we link that to emotion. Now, before we get even further into it, the first thing what I want you to do is go to my Instagram. I'll open it up real quick here. So here's my Instagram. Just go to my Instagram here, DM me the word prompts or DM me that you want to get the prompts for this video and I will send it right to you, because we're going to be working with prompts here. So the first thing that I'm going to do straight away, also just copy the first prompt that we have, go to ChatGPT, just literally paste that in there. I'm just going to leave a empty space there so it's going to be a bit more clear for ChatGPT. Now, what we're trying to do here when we're asking this question is, for starting a Shopify brand, I want to ask you a few general questions to help finding my product. And then what we're straight away going into is what the biggest emotional audiences are to sell to, age, gender, demographic, etc. And then also what kind of problems that they are running into, name at least 25. So here you get shitload of fucking things that you can go into. And the reason why we want to do this is because we want to focus extremely amounts on emotion. Because when we focus on emotion, we have something that we can sell to the customer to, right? So when we find our product, the most important part is finding the emotion. Now, when we go to ChatGPT back again, let's see what we have, right? We have young women, we have moms, we have men, focus on self-improvement, we have pet owners, home decor, blah, 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 low self-confidence and appearance. Look, this is a nice one. And then you have bad posture, back pain, low energy levels, always tired. It's also a good one. Lack of motivation could be good, but insecurity around sexual performance, I think that's also a very good one. A lot of men would have something like that. So what I will go with is, I saw it here, basically men focused on self-improvement, or men, let me just type it out, men with low self-confidence and appearance. Let me just go with that. And then what we're going to do is, on the prompt 2, we have the problem, which is men with low self-confidence and appearance. And then what we're going to do is give me a list of 10 products that can solve the situation and fulfill this desire. So we just throw that in there. Now, all it's going to do is it's going to give us products. Now, before that, we have all these things you can take. You don't have to go with the one I went with. You don't have to choose what I chose. You can also focus on women. You can also focus on older people, like elderly people, right? So, for example, hair loss or thinning hair is a good one. You can sell gummies and stuff to that. Poor sleep / this is a big one too. I struggled with poor sleep for a very long time because I couldn't sleep because I had to make some fucking money. Now I made money. I still can't sleep too well because I need to make more money. But you guys get the point. So when we're looking at a product, I'll show you guys also. We have 4 things we look into. Well, actually more than 4, but today I'll go into only 4. So what we have here when we ask men with low confidence and appearance is, we have a few products here. We have first of all the beard growth kit. We have a hair thickening fiber spray or powder. This is decent-ish. Posture corrector, I'd skip that. Teeth whitening kit, skincare starter, hairstyling clay, facial hair sculpting tool for jawline, etc. Body trimmer, muscle compression shirt or shaper, jaw excited tool. Pick one of these, blah, blah, blah. Okay. So we have a couple here that we can go into. Now, what I'm going to go into is, for example, here, we have a desired outcome and we have a pain point. Now, what would be the biggest pain point out of these for men? Now, one of them, in my opinion, would probably be, where was it? Where would probably be their body, right? This one. So muscle compression shirt or shaper. And the reason being, a lot of men go to the gym. Why? Because women like it, right? Because they like to look good. Women give them validation, give them attention. This is what we men are looking for, right? So the only thing that I'm gonna do is, for example, this or another one. Let me just choose another one because it's gonna be hard. Here, teeth whitening kit, right? It's gonna be different. It's going to be providing a solution to their pain point. Their pain point is they don't have white teeth. Women like a man with a nice smile, right? You guys know this. And then what we're going to be focusing on is the amount of value that we're going to provide by giving them the desired outcome. And the way we're going to do that is by focusing on the pain point and on the solution. The solution is going to be basically our product. That is the solution, right? This is basically the way to go. So let me just make this shit smaller because it's fucking huge. I can't make it smaller. Fuck it. You guys will have to do with it, right? And with value, we also have to focus on high perceived value, right? With the desired outcome, we have to focus on not selling the product, not selling the features, but selling the destination, what they're going to get, what the end point is, what the solution is. So when we go back into here, For example, you have the hair thickening fiber spray or powder. It is a good one, but the only thing is there's a lot of people already doing it. But you can still go into this and still find something with it. Now, beard growth kit. A lot of men don't have a beard, so this one is also very, very well, right? I would go into this one. And when we're going to choose this, what we're going to go do is, again, go to the fucking prompts. And we have here, create an offer around, because we have to find the product. So I'm just going to copy this one. Create an offer around the beard growth kit. Let me just paste that in there. And then focus on high perceived value on our current audience and the problem of what it says here, for example, problem of not having a beard and low self-confidence because of it. Now, when you drop this in here, what is going to happen is ChatGPT is going to give you an offer around it. Now, let's go back to our Miro board. When we are going to be looking at our offer, there's a couple things we're looking for. First of all, we have to look at our problem. What is the root cause of the problem? Why is it so deep? Now, this relates back again to the pain point. Why? Because people are not worried about not having a beard because, I don't know, it is an emotional thing, right? It's not like a problem, like you're not gonna die if you don't have a beard. Now, if you don't have water or food, probably are gonna die, right? But if you don't have a beard, you ain't gonna die. It's not the end of the world. But it is a huge pain point that leaves you emotional. The most important part about all of this is probably this word. That's why I've also underlined it as the only one. It's emotion. We're focused on emotion. So with our offer, we have to focus on the problem / the insecurity, which is emotional. Then in our offer, we need to be also talking to our people in the same messaging they will talk to each other, right? So if you're talking to elderly people, you're not going to say, yo, bro. For example, you ain't going to do that on an ad, right? But if you're talking to 18, 20-year-olds, you probably will talk in a way where you're going to say that. And besides that, messaging is also about how you target your people. Here, for example, it goes straight into it with the beard confidence kit, not the beard growth kit, the beard not like maintain kit, whatever. It goes straight into the messaging with the emotions. Once again, where is it? Here, with the emotions, straight again. How we have to do our messaging too, with our ads, with our creatives, with our funnels, with our offer, is we have to go into words like this because this is what they're looking for. And then most importantly, perceived value. So how high they perceive the value. So we have to offer or value stack next to each other. And this is also a perfect product to do that with because exactly what you see here in the offer, what's included? We have 6 things included. So instead of selling, beard serum, right? Instead of selling that, you sell a beard growth roller from titanium, which is good. It stimulates blood flow and activates dormant follicles. Then beard activator serum activates it, biotin and caffeine. Actually, I know about beard growth because, I have a beard. I also have a beard maintenance kit. So I know biotin and caffeine does actually work for beard growth. So it's good. ChatGPT knows the shit. Then premium beard coolman shaping tool, growth tracker card, right? So you know what you're getting. And then also here, confidence mirror decal. And then a daily affirmation sticker, the beard is coming, so is the man you're becoming. Right? You get the point. It's about the messaging. You're becoming the man instead of staying a boy. And then VIP, beard growth, ebook, free digital bonus. Now, this is what we call offer stacking. Now, here also, bonuses to increase perceived value, growth guarantee, access to private Discord. I wouldn't really go with that. I would maybe, add something like a Facebook group or something. First 500 to get a free beard balm for styling. It's also really good. And then what we also here have, anchor price is $119 for everything bought separately, and then offer price is $49 for the $50 for the full kit and all the bonuses, framing, everything you need for less than one barbershop visit. Perfect. Like I said, here also the funnel offer stack. Upsell 1, 3-month refill serum. It's giving you everything. I'm telling you guys, this motherfucker is giving you everything. You can literally take this shit and run it for yourself. And here comes, we're going to go into the creatives in a second. This all comes down to with the offer to value stacking. Now, when you value stack, imagine this. You're getting 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things for the price, like basically for such a low price. You're going to think to yourself, holy shit, that's a steal. It's the same way this is how you have to go about it. Now, if you could get this Lambo or another fucking Lambo, SVJ, whatever, if you could get that for only $100, even if you don't have $100, you'll make sure you find a way to fucking get it, right? If someone is selling this for $100, you make sure you find a way to get the $100. This is the way you want to go with your offer. You want to make it so like crazy dumb to have to be able to buy this thing that someone has to somehow fucking make the money or get the money to buy it. That is what you want to do with your offer. And this is also called, what they're doing here, offer stacking. Like it also says here with this, basically this whole included thing, and then all the bonuses and all the guarantees, blah, blah, blah. And then here also, emotional hooks. You don't lack the testosterone, you lack the right tools. This is a big thing. A lot of men think they do lack the testosterone to have a beard, or they have a patchy beard, right? A patchy beard doesn't define you, but it's stopping the world from seeing your full potential. Hey, ChatGPT is doing this part really good. The messaging is there, you know. If I see this shit as a man with no beard or a very patchy beard, luckily, I got big testosterone, so I don't have it, right? But there are some guys out there that do have it. So if someone sees that, they're gonna be like emotionally fucked, like shit. You know, maybe it is not my testosterone. Maybe it is the tools, you know, let me check it out. You know, they're gonna buy it. Or same thing with this, oh shit. I mean, I do have a little patch here, a little patch here. I mean, my full potential. I know I'm that guy, you know, you get the point. It's gonna make them feel confident, it's gonna make them get into the emotions of it. Imagine looking in the mirror and finally seeing the man you know you are, right? You know you're the motherfucking man, but you can't grow fucking beard. What can you do about it? It's genetics, right? This is the idea, and this goes really well. And then the last prompt is going to be a creative and a funnel strategy for this. So I'm just going to go here. So what ChatGPT is going to do with this is it's going to basically give us a full strategy that we can use, and this you can all use on your website. You can also ask, for example, from the emotional hooks, make me 4 bullet points so you can put it up at your price point, or write me 5 headlines so you can use it on your website. Write me 6 paragraphs on this. You get the point. You can just work this out further. I'm just giving you the general outlook on how I would go about just basically starting a full new market, a full new niche that is focused mainly on emotions, where we find a product that's going to be giving a huge pain point, and it's going to be solving that with the desired outcome, giving a huge value to the people, and having a huge also perceived value. Let me just move myself there. And on our offer, we're going to be focusing on providing value and also just having such a high perceived value on our product while solving the problem, while having great messaging in there. Now, the creative part, what we need to be focusing on with creatives is, once again, the fucking pain points, right? This is the main idea with creatives. So when you're going to be doing this, you need to be focusing on pain points, on desires, on failed alternatives, on objectives. You need to be working them all away. You need to understand your market also with this, so you can make different type of creatives depending on which awareness stage they're in, right? This is also how it needs to go. Now, we are also going to be focusing very heavily on our hook/headline, which is exactly what I'm going to be doing in this video. I'm not going to be going too much into the market research in this video, because that I have a shitload of other videos on. So first things first, let's go back to ChatGPT, see what it gave as a creative strategy to us, right? And a funnel strategy. So what we have here at the creative strategy, from patchy to powerful, right? Good headline. This is what motherfuckers want. If you see that, you're going to be thinking or about your hair or about your beard, right? And then most of the time you don't really have that much passionate in your hair. Usually it's in your beard with every motherfucking man. So you're going to know straight away what it's about, who it's about, and who it targets, right? I don't feel confident or masculine because I can't grow a proper beard. That's the driver indeed. If your beard looks like this, keep watching. Show patchy beard, transformation montage. That's it. That's with a TikTok thing. So best way to do it also, if you see this, what you need to do, you need to apply it straight away. So what you're gonna do, go to TikTok, search up patchy beard. Look at this shit. You see this, or hear this one, or just take these videos. Literally, all you have to do, hear this, where it basically outlines it here. Just take it straight away with the red thing. Done. Or when you see another guy like having like here this, find like the background video of this. And that's it. And then you can just run it for yourself. Or you see some other guy basically showing like this, like, oh, I have a patchy beard, I have this and that. Or here, this guy actually going, like, when he pulls it, take that moment. Take that moment, stop that moment, and put that as the hook of your video straight away. And then you basically work out the rest of your video, of course, with our frameworks. Well, if you don't have the frameworks, Blueprint is waiting for you. But you work your videos out with the frameworks so you can actually go into having a full full UGC, full TikTok, or basically like a 60-second ad where you start with a great hook, where you mention the problems, where you mention how someone went over it, where you mention the reviews, where you give the social proof, where you in the end CTA, sell them, etc. And then the same thing with this, when your beard finally connects after using this for 90 days, this is the desired outcome. Having a beard that connects. Now, I had this shit also. My mustache wouldn't connect to my beard here. Now, it connects now. Only thing is I just don't like how it looks, so I don't let it connect anymore. I just, kind of trim that away there because it looks a bit weird. It looks like my mustache goes down, but it goes out if I let it connect. It just looks a bit weird. You get the point. Now, you have a full funnel strategy here also. And anyways, these are the hook angles you can use, right? Giving you the best fucking hooks that you can use here. Now you can do your own research, find out what else you need to do, find out what more you need to do, find out what you need to go back into with, again, here, the market research, right? Very importantly. So if you find out what your market is actually dying to change, dying to get for, if you find out the 5 drivers that I talk about, right? So 5 drivers, I'll just write it here. 5 drivers. I have videos on this like on my channel all the time. If you understand those 5 drivers on your market, you can make shitloads of money with it. Now, the funnel strategy, step 1 is short form ads. Of course, you can also post these, by the way, on your Instagram or on your TikTok for your brand. Then the landing page is going to be a conversion focused mini site style. Just you get the point. Grow the beard, unlock the confidence. These I would put below basically your offer and everything, right? The offer breakdown, you can put all of these in there. Now you're already gonna have. I would not really, with this one at the beginning, I wouldn't really focus too much on like a advertorial or listicle, etc. These are not really needed, especially for such a product at the beginning, right? I would go into that maybe later on. Now, step 3, it's literally giving you the full thing. I'm giving you motherfuckers literally the full starting a brand, just working it out until like a store, even a checkout flow, right? Here, add the beard growth tracker journal, 3 month serum refill, beard shaping, heated comb, like upsell. All these things you can upsell with, increase your AOV, make sure you're gonna make more money from it. Post-purchase email flow, even that, bro. I'm telling you, even the emails is giving you. Usually you do this with an email agency. Now, if you need one, you can text me again. But anyway, just go to my Instagram, you get the point. But again, the post-purchase email flow is giving you, and it's also going to welcome to the 90-day beard challenge. Now, this is going to create a bond between your brand and your customer because you're going into a 90-day challenge. It's like the 75 hard. So many motherfuckers are on 75 hard to make videos from it, and so many motherfuckers keep watching those things because they are in 75 hard themselves. They need motivation themselves. They need this and that themselves, right? And here, are you tracking your progress yet? And then CTA buy tracker if not purchased. Do you understand that the genius fucking ChatGPT is putting you through? Starting a 90-day beard challenge and then giving you like the tracker if you need it. And then you have an extra order. And then you have someone that is going to be more happy with the product. That's going to keep using the product, keep tracking the product. And what's going to happen? They're going to run out of the product. They're going to have to get the refill. They're going to make you more money. Do you understand it? Anyways, here again, upsell the serum to refill, exactly what I said. And then here, let's see that progress. And then you ask for testimonials and you give them a discount or on the serum refill maybe, or on a new pack or on something new. Anyways, we also have here retargeting ads. Now, this is for people that have already watched your stuff. If you don't know what retargeting is, this is for people that have basically interacted with your brand, interacted with your store, interacted with your website, right? And then they haven't bought it yet. So it's basically going to show to the same people that have already seen your ads, that have probably already seen your website, that kind of already know about you. And then what is going to happen is usually with these retargeting ads, what you want to throw in there is usually or a discount or you're going to give them an offer, right? So they actually go ahead and make that purchase because they didn't make the purchase before. So that's with the retargeting strategy, which I would also do. Then the bonus strategy is the beard confidence challenge. This you can actually, like they're saying, basically you can turn this into a TikTok trend where you basically have a 90-day beard challenge just like the 75 hard, and make sure you're gonna have people posting about you and posting about the challenge, etc. Now you can have people actually do this. You can pay people to do this, like influencers. You can get people out there like, oh, I started this 90-day challenge. You get the point. You can work this out as much as you need to. Now, that is basically how you find a market, a niche, a product that is going to all focus on emotion. It's going to solve a pain point. It's going to be the solution to their problems. It's going to give them the desired outcome. give them value, have a high perceived value here. Also, it's going to solve the problem with our offer, and we're going to be stacking the value on top of each other. Going to be having messaging so we know who we're talking to, and we're talking to them as if we are one of them to get them over to our side. Then we're going to be focusing on the creatives with mainly our pain points, and again, the emotional aspect of it, right? The most important thing. Emotion, emotion, emotion. And then the hooks and the headlines that we're going to be jumping into, again, with the pain points, with the emotions, and the market research that you can do with the 5 drivers, and all done very simply with fucking ChatGPT. So that's going to be that for the video. Reason being, that should be more than fucking enough for you to find what you need to start, to have a product. Now, you can also just go up here in my thing on my ChatGPT, find something what you see here, moms, fucking pet owners, people with jobs or remote jobs, whatever. Sell something to them, right? Productivity for entrepreneurs, I don't know, for home decor for women, anxiety. This is a huge emotional point. Go into these things. And that is basically going to be the video. So you can take all of these things that I just showed you and work that out further. But that's going to be it for the video. Thank you guys very much for watching. Again, go to my Instagram. Follow me here on Instagram at Burak Harmandar. You guys see it. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next video. If you're interested in joining the coaching, it does come with an investment. We help you go from 0 to 100K with branded dropshipping inside of the 4 months. There's going to be a link down below in the description. Click the first link, book a call for yourself, fill out the form, and I'll see you there. If not, keep watching the videos, learn from it, apply it, make some money, and then I'll see you after. Have a nice one. I'll see you in the next video.